So we're back and I'm standing in front of the newest addition to the family, Toyota Celica 1.8 VVTi. Little bit off topic to what we usually do, but we might be seeing more of this on the channel. I bought it about 4 weeks ago. I did some of the graphics already, and a lot of engine work to get her to where she is so she would pass the test. But today I have a sun strip install to do, and none other than a Hoonigan one, which I haven't seen too many of, only pictures. So we're going to tuck into this, and this is the vinyl strip itself, which is way too big. If you can look and you can see how far it is. Actually, I'll just show you. If you go over to the driver's side and we put this on top of the windscreen, as you can see, there's the steering wheel. I'm 6'3", there's no way I'm going to see out, so I'm going to have to bring that up quite a bit, but at the same time be able to put the sticker on. So I suppose let's get this mocked up and we'll cut back to that and we'll try to go through a bit of how to do the install. First thing and most important thing, clean, clean, clean. You can't work on a dirty surface. Don't like those air bubbles. So get that all done, wipe it down, and then we'll get the install ready. So I'm just going to show you what I've done so far in terms of tacking everything down. So the place is a mess already, but I put on these little marks right here and just held the tape down and stretched this across nice and tight, so you can see kind of where it's going to be, and then tack down this side as well. So what we're going to do is, now that I have this down, I'm not going to do anything over here. I'm actually going to go to the center and rip some of the tack off in the center, all the backing on this paper, and stick it down on that side, so, and on the other side as well, so that it's not fully stuck down, but there's just a few corners on it down. And then what I'll be able to do is fold back the tint to about halfway and apply the tint there, and then once I've done that, then repeat the process on the other side. So hopefully that will work. I'm not going to do the wet kind of version application because it's vinyl, so I'm going to try to do it dry, and hopefully it will just stick better and be much simpler and easier to do. So as you can see, I've just, after peeling the tint back on one side, or the vinyl, sorry, and I'm going to apply this going straight over. I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to stretch this over and apply it down using a squeegee. So we're going to attempt to do that now. Just going to put the camera down, obviously. So we have that side done. You can kind of see it there. The problem is doing this side. You can take all the little air bubbles you might get out afterwards, because most of this stuff allows the air to come out by itself. So as you can see, the tint is on that far. So you want to take that off. Just try and work the tint, the vinyl. Perfect. Now, so now you need to do the hard part, which is peeling back the opposite side of the film. and then you're going to have to apply it. It's a little bit more difficult. It's a much bigger surface, so I'd probably peel back some of it first, and then work my way back. Probably would be the best thing to do, releasing the air bubbles as I go. And if the flies wouldn't land on it, that would be fucking fantastic. So yeah, so I'm going to go back around the other side and just keep going if I can reach. You want to try keep the tint nice and tight as you're applying it to avoid any creasing or anything like that. Okay, so there's a bit of friction on the top here, so I'm just going to slit this just to relieve a little bit. Fine way. Now, should make it a whole lot easier. Well, a bit. Cool. So again, pulling it towards you as you're applying, pushing towards you as well, so you're trying to minimize the amount of air bubbles. And then once you've reached your max, you're going to peel it back and keep applying. We're going to jump back once I have the rest of this finished. Right, so here we are. Stage 1 complete. The top is on. Actually turned out okay. There's a few little chips on my windscreen, but you can see it's quite smooth. Just 1 or 2 little bubbles I'm going to take out now, but the next step I would say is all these corners that you're going to end up using your knife to cut, you need to get the side of this guy right into them. You want to apply pressure into the corners. Now when you end up cutting this, you'll be able to smooth this out and that will take out that little air bubble. What I'd probably say is pull back the tint and then apply pressure as close as you can while the tint's pulled back, and then just get that, you want to get that line all the way across so that when you put your knife in, that you don't cut there and you end up having a gap. So I'd advise that all along the side, and then once I'm cutting, I'll show you that then. This is probably the scariest part. I've just edged in all those lines. You can see the whole line going across the screen. So what you need to do is, you can see the rubber here. You want to get your blade right there. So you want to get yourself into the corner and one clean sweep down. What you don't want to do is go over this rubber here. You want to get it right into the corner, and don't lean too hard so that you end up destroying your windscreen. So we need to find the corner, which is right in there. Okay, and we're going to go. You can hear a click, like we're in the edge, I think. Go right down there. Right down below, when we come out now. And boom. And as you can see, that's a nice clean cut, and you can tuck that really nice. For the interest of making this look good, I'm going to put the camera down and do this nice and smooth, and I'll show you the nice peel off afterwards, the most satisfying part of doing this black wrap. Here we are, the best part. Just want to go nice and slow. You don't want to rip anything as you're peeling. We better switch sides, Make sure we get this right. Nice and slow, just in case you haven't cut properly. Might be like me and not using the best knife for the job. And then these corners are a devil. You want to make sure that they are cut. Don't pull on those corners and ruin the whole job. There we go. And that is the vinyl in place. Next up, we're going to place the Hoonigan sticker. So that'll be the fun part. See it all come together. Right, so finally we have the sun strip on. It's the way it should be. I've just taken a little bit of tape out. You can see the way I've marked it here for where it should end on both sides, but I've also put a mark there which is where this edge is going to start, so that I suppose it's a semi-clean look. What you need to do before you do this though, is you need to get your squeegee that you had, if you can find it, which I have over here. I want to get your squeegee, and what you need to do is you need to apply pressure on this. So just apply pressure so that when you pull this back, it's all stuck onto the transfer sheet and not stuck to the backing paper. It's a lot easier with images, but with lettering like this, what you can find is that when you peel it off, you can lose some of them, and it can just be a bit annoying. So we'll just see now. I'll show you. We'll see if it happens. So you want it all to stick to this piece so that when you apply it on, you can see where it goes. So you want to apply pressure down. So see the way it's after getting caught there? You can lift it with your finger if it's easy. I'd advise to do that. If it's not, you know, put it back down and do it the right way. Don't, you know, it's crucial to get this right. And try not to touch the back of try not to touch the back of the vinyl either, because what you don't want to do is make any more air bubbles than you might already have. You want to make the look as clean as possible. So, and now you are ready to attach this onto the front. So yeah, let's get this going. So here we go, the best part. Pulling this way against the car. Do not pull towards you. Do not pull this way, you'll rip them off. Let's go around the other side. Keeping that pull towards you, not away from the car, towards you. Here we go. Yeah, and then just want to get this one together. Boom. There she is. Look at that. That looks awesome. I love the way that looks. So good. Oh yeah. So here's the inside view from the car, which actually, it didn't turn out too bad. I thought it'd be a lot closer down here. So it actually turned out perfect. Looks really, really well. I need to move this now because this is in the way. So I have a new one of these. I'm going to stick this down lower. As you can see, my NCT fell out anyway, so it's a good thing that I actually am moving this and like getting it properly attached. But yeah, so it's it actually has a nice little flow to it. Happy. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. Let's roll some cinematic shots. Like, comment, subscribe.